What's cooking YouTube? Chef Salty here. So recently I've been talking to some of my friends, and I've also in my past talked to people that love to cook, and they all had the same topic. They love cooking, however, they get very scared when handling a chef knife. They're unconfident, they aren't really sure how to properly use it, but guess what? In today's video, that's all going to change because I'm going to teach you how to properly handle a chef knife so that you're 100% confident, comfortable every time you use a chef knife in the kitchen. I'm going to be teaching you tips and some techniques so that you don't have any worries anymore. Let's get started. Before we start with how to properly handle a chef knife, let's understand the anatomy of a chef knife first. That's going to be helpful later on. We have the handle, we have the bolster, the heel, the cutting edge, the tip, and the spine. Now that we understand the anatomy of a knife, we need to remember these terms because I'm going to be using these terms throughout the video. Let's dive right into it on how to properly use a chef knife now. You're going to start by holding the spine with your thumb and pointer finger, then wrapping the other three fingers around where the handle is. Where I'm pointing right here is on your pointer finger. It's going to be resting on the spine of the blade itself to where you can have the most control and comfortability. Now, your pointer finger is going to be resting on the metal part of the spine, which can cause some uncomfortability. It may eventually form a blister and then callus. So in the next scene, I'm going to show you how to readjust it. So you're going to just move it back, holding the bolster part with your thumb and pointer finger, and then wrapping the three fingers around the handle to where you still have the same control, and hopefully that'll be more comfortable. Do not hold the knife like this. I've seen way too many people hold a knife like this, and what can actually happen is you can see how wobbly the knife can be. You actually lose control to where the knife may slip when you're actually using it, and you're more prone to cut yourself with it. So please do not use the knife like that. Take the pointer finger, tuck it underneath where the bolster is, and then you have full control and less wobbly in the handle of the knife. On to the claw grip now. The best way I can explain this is it looks like you're going to be picking up something. So the thumb and the pinky are right behind your three main fingers. Your middle finger is your guide, and your ring finger and pointer finger are going to be tucked right behind the middle finger. So take the knife and press it right against the middle finger, and that knuckle part is where it's going to help have the most control. So when you're using the knife, it's not going to actually cut you at all. It's going to be the safe practice when handling a knife. Do not use a knife like this. I've seen this so many times from people, and what actually happens is you're putting a lot of stress on your wrist. A lot of people when using a knife think that it's all on the wrist, but actually it's causing a lot of joint pain over time. So as you can see right here, I'm exaggerating to where that actual stress on the wrist is going to be painful in the long run. So the best practice is use your whole entire arm that I'm showing you right here. Do a longer range motion using your whole entire arm, and you're going to have a lot less stress on the wrist itself, and it's going to be a lot easier and more comfortable when handling the knife. Now let's put the two together. You have the claw grip. You know how to properly handle the knife. We're going to start slowly by having that nice range of motion and making sure the blade always touches the knuckle of the middle finger, guiding the knife over and over to where you have that good imagination like you're cutting something. Eventually you can be able to go a lot faster, and with consistent repetition and practice, you'll be a pro in the kitchen. Congratulations viewers, you just learned how to properly handle a chef knife. Now let's recap. You just learned the basic anatomy of all the different terminologies with the knife. You learned how to properly hold a knife. You learned the claw grip. You learned how not to properly hold a knife because that can be very dangerous. And with all this practice and repetition, I know that you're going to be able to be a pro in the kitchen, and you have no more fear when handling a chef knife. If you found value in this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It's going to really help out my channel. If there's any other videos that you want to see similar to this, please leave in the comments below. I'm Chef Salty, and I'll catch you all later.